Survivor Memoirs, a la Shmoop. Let's get one thing straight. Survivor Memoirs aren't in-depth looks at the lives of former reality television stars, although we're sure those would be fascinating as well. Maybe not. Rather, Survivor Memoirs are works by people who either survived a concentration camp or who based their stories on the experiences of someone who did. We're talking real survivors, real people here. The important thing to remember is that no matter what Mahmoud Ahmadinejad says, these works and the Holocaust they recount aren't fiction. Let's start with Elie Wiesel's memoir, Night. Wiesel was deported to Auschwitz in 1944 along with every other Jew in his hometown. Wiesel, however, not only survived Auschwitz, but a death march to Dachau as well. Eventually, he became a journalist. The first version of Night was published in Yiddish and was over 900 pages long. Wiesel later edited his memoir down to a much, much shorter text. Granted, even the abridged version of Night didn't sell many copies at first because of the Holocaust makes for a tough read. By 1997, however, Night was selling about 300,000 copies a year, and that was before Oprah picked it up for her book club and passed out copies to her audience. In 1986, Wiesel also won the Nobel Peace Prize for his work against violence and racism. Another famous memoir was written by Primo Levi, who was born in Italy in 1919. Levi was extraordinarily smart, and despite rampant prejudice against Jews, he was allowed to study chemistry at the university in Turin. Unfortunately, by the time Levi graduated, Italy had officially become the sniveling minion to Germany's big nasty bully. In 1943, Levi joined the Italian resistance movement. He was really bad at it, like really bad, and was quickly arrested by the Germans. He admitted to being Jewish in order to avoid being shot and was sent to Auschwitz. The end result was his memoir, Survival in Auschwitz, which he wrote shortly after his release from the camp in 1945. Maus by Art Spiegelman is different from both Night and Survival in Auschwitz in two major ways. Its author was never in a concentration camp, and Maus is a graphic novel. Spiegelman's parents were Polish Jews who came to New York after World War II. Their story is the one Spiegelman relates in Maus. The first volume of Maus came out in 1986. It proved incredibly popular, and a second volume came out in 1991. In 1992, Spiegelman won a special Pulitzer Prize for Maus. Since then, the graphic novel has become a serious form of art, helped along by Spiegelman's success in tackling a topic as difficult as the Holocaust. Another memoir was written by Simon Wiesenthal, Nazi hunter. Seriously, that was his job. Awesome, our hero. After World War II ended and Wiesenthal was released from Mauthausen, he immediately became involved in tracking down, arresting, and trying Nazi war criminals. He also founded the Jewish Documentation Center in Vienna, which has tracked down hundreds of Nazi war criminals, many of whom escaped to places like South America.
Nazi, ich bin ein Kaffeefarmer.
His memoir, The Sunflower, is probably less factual than some of the other books you're going to read, but when fact is as gruesome as the Holocaust was, sometimes little fiction can be a welcome device. Read these books. They'll make you a better person. Subscribe to check out more equally fantabulous videos. You should see the subscribe button just below this one. If you're having trouble locating it, we recommend you watch our video, How to Find the Subscribe Button.